What's going on, fellas? This your boy B with the beard.
Yo, this is Mark, the Mark of Genius.
And Mark and I, we were just talking. I'm here in his grooming studio, and we were just talking about dry scalp. And I was telling him the story how I used to go to the barber. The barber would cut me up, and I would just see a lot of white flakes. So then, Mark, you began to explain to me, why I was getting it, where it was coming from, and what people should be doing in order to prevent it. And not only that, but what they should be doing before they even before they even get in the chair. So, for dry scalp, what should they be doing?
For dry scalp, you definitely want to look into conditioning more frequently. Mm-hmm. The situation is much like when we were younger, when we used to have ashy knuckles all the time. Finally got that under wraps. Now as you get older, you don't pay attention to your scalp as much.
Right.
Conditioning. Much like anything else. You can do a CO wash, condition only wash, and what that is just like it sounds. Let their water run down, get all the grease and debris or whatever it is you have in your hair, get that out of there, put some conditioner in your hand, rub it down thoroughly, rinse everything out, you should be good.
So you do a co-wash and what else, anything else they can use that's just not a co-wash?
Well, you can definitely use a leave-in conditioner.
Leave-in, okay.
I really like, there's a lot of good oil conditioners right now on the market. Leave-in conditioners are very good because you don't rinse them out. Okay. And you leave it on the scalp to saturate. And once it saturates in, before you know it, skin's good.
Right. So how often should they either do a co-wash or they do a leave-in?
Now, it depends on the severity of your situation. Everybody's different, and you need to take account of your own situation.
Yeah,
so if you got, right now, you can literally scratch your head. You look in the mirror, if you got a few flakes up on top, or if you saw some fall, when you see them fall, that's the major. That's when you know something's up. But if you scratch your head and you look in the mirror and you can see a few on top, it definitely needs addressing as well. Yeah, so what I would do is, it's much like lotion. You put on lotion every day, you can condition every single day and it'll never be a problem. Okay. So what I recommend is, go ahead and knock yourself out, do it every single day. But if you're an active person, to not so active, I say 3 to 4 times a week should suffice.
So, I know you get a lot of brothers that come in, they sit in your chair, and you see a lot of heads. You are a professional groomer, and what should they do before they can come and sit in the chair? As far as is it conditioning wash? Tell me what. Let us know. Let the people know.
Well, I run across a lot of different things, from super dry to too much product, and I'll address the extremes, and then we'll come into a common ground. The extremes, like we just talked about, when your hair is super dry and you have flakes, you really want to rinse out before you come in, and then you want to condition.
Okay.
Whatever you put in, you really want to take out before you get a cut. I highly recommend the cleanest heads get the cleanest cuts. That's what I like to tell my client. And if you put in product that morning, take it out. And if you didn't, let the barber know when you get in the chair, hey man, I put some grease in my hair this morning. Right. If you worked out this morning, if you came straight from the gym, I get those. Hey man, I just came in straight from the gym.
Hold on. So this is a little off subject. So they sweaty coming to your chair.
And won't tell you.
That's foul. I just feel like that's foul. This is a community setting. Everybody has to use this. Hey. But that's neither here nor there. But
that's why we practice our disinfectant standards and make sure that our things are properly clean and sanitary, because you
don't know.
You never know what you're doing. So as a professional, I'm looking out to make sure the next client is protected. But at the same time, I try to advise whoever's in my chair, and I try to ask those questions too. Hey, what'd you do today? Or what'd you do this morning? Or where you headed to?
I don't get a lot of barbers who do.
Yeah, and I
that's smart.
I definitely try to ask, what's going on with you today, where you come from. I do what's called a comb through, and where I literally rub my thumb across and feel if there's anything, and then I take my comb and I'm like, I immediately tell what's in your hair. Whether it be sweat, grease. I've been doing this long enough at this point. I'm pretty familiar with the different textures and how your hair feels, especially if you're a regular of mine. I know how your hair feels. Exactly.
So if you want the cleanest, the sharpest cut, make sure you got a clean head before you get in the chair.
Please do. And if you don't, just let your barber know. That's what these beautiful shampoo bowls are for. So make sure it's going to get right.
But make sure, this is a beautiful grooming studio. So tell me this, like, so after they get their cut, do they go home and wash their hair?
Absolutely.
And then they go through the conditioning routine?
Yeah, so, and that also depends on your situation. If you're on your way to work, let us know.
Okay.
We can rinse that and dress that here.
Okay.
If you're on your way home or in the middle of something, you just got off work, whatever it may be, you can go home immediately, wash those extra little, fine pieces that have been cut that are still laying on you, wash that out, and then condition immediately.
Okay.
Put that leave-in conditioner, good oil on there, rub it down to the scalp, and you'll be good.
There we go, fellas. Listen. Subscribe. We do appreciate you. Also, leave your comments if you have questions. And this your boy B with the beard.
Yo, this is Mark, the Marco Genius.
And we out.